Trade recap. Okay, first I want to say physics. If you're gonna watch this, I took into account what you said. I didn't force anything. I was cautious, but I wasn't. I was trying not to get that in my head and have fear to enter a trade. But I love the setup I took. This is not the trade. I took this trade, but I would take this 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 times again. I would take it. It just didn't work out, and I'm content not with the result. I don't care about the result, but I'm content with the trade I took. I really, really like this setup, and I'm on a 8 trade streak where I followed my edge, followed my plan. YouTuber I watch, he said go on a 30 trade. Whenever you take a trade, go count it as a 30 trade challenge where you take 30 trades in a row, following your plan, following your rules, and this whole month I've been doing that. If you think about it, this loss and this loss today were the only losses that the trade just didn't work out. You know, our trade idea just was wrong, and yeah, but all these 3 losses right here, which I learned from, I was just putting my stop loss not at the right place, and I got stopped out. Price ends up hitting TPs, but I'm very happy with this trade. I'm not coping. I'm just being real. And yeah, we're just wrong. Price is ripping. Uh, Price is ripped all day. My bias wanted to be bullish. I really did. Market open or close to market open, I wanted to see us. It's kind of we're kind of far from these key levels, but I wanted us to hit this fair value gap, sweep these lows wherever we want to go, and then make our move up. Because the reason why we were kind of bullish, we just had all this low resistance draws on liquidity that I wanted to target for take profits, and yeah, that's why I was bullish. We were bullish on the 1 hour, 4 hour, so that's probably what we should learn from. We're trying to catch a reversal, but that's my strategy. Trying to catch liquidity sweep, and then retrace and then enter. Let's go over just my trade overall. We had a high time frame SMT with this hourly high. This hourly high right here, I'm gonna go full screen. It looks way better. Let's make this half, but we have this. Let's go on the 1 hour. This hourly high on ES, that is this high right here. We failed to reach it. ES was lacking all day. Okay. 5 minute or high time frame SMT. We sweep out these NQ highs. I think these are previous day highs. Swept them out, and we're on the 5 minute. So, peep what I'm looking at. We got this inverse fair value gap. After that, I'm looking for. So that's our 5 minute confirmation. After that, I'm waiting for a 5 minute continuation confluence, in which we got right here this fair value gap that was made. Marked it out, and then after that, I saw that we tapped it in. We also tapped into 5 minute equilibrium from this high, from this low, and then we tapped it. We literally touched it, wicked it, saw we broke structure, saw we had a bearish reaction, strong reaction, and sure, we could have waited maybe for this fair value gap to get hit, but I was locked and loaded, ready. We got the breaker structure, and then I entered with 5 contracts, thoughts above, more than a little above this 5 minute gap, but it was really this candle, because this was the first candle that made this fair value gap, so it just gave me some wiggle room, and yeah, for a little bit it was protecting us, but ended up just ripping, stopping us out, and I love this trade idea. What I can say is I probably should have waited a little bit more. Probably maybe should wait for like a close above equilibrium, like fully retracing into equilibrium and then waiting for our entry. Let's say if we waited for that, I still would have entered. We come in, fill equilibrium, fill this 5 minute gap even more, and I would have entered off this breaker structure right here. And we still would have got stopped out. Probably stops because trade is based on equilibrium. Stops above there, either that or above the fair value gap. But I want to give myself some room. And I want to enter still. Got stopped out either way. We actually got stopped out earlier than intended. Stops up here. I was risking, put 5 contracts. I mean, as you can see, 50 point stop loss with 5 contracts. That's 500. I was risking, willing to risk 500 to 550 today, predefine my risk. And yeah, but we actually got filled at this red line at 1915, 152.25. As you can see, way before our stop loss. And in turn, we ended up just losing 460 on the day. So I guess market, saved us. I don't know why I got filled because it was right here. Price was like right here during this candle formation. And then I heard order filled. I was like, wait, what? But yeah, love this trade. I would take it over and over again. Sorry, physics trades. If I guess you can say I told you so, but I'm gonna take my edge. Let's bring this over. Like again, slight news today. Nothing crazy that affected the market, but yeah, we're just wrong, and I am content with that. I am okay with that. I didn't really have draws on liquidity since we made this huge abrupt move to the upside when market opened. I mean, how much of a move is this? A 300-point move. So maybe in the future, this is like yesterday. Maybe we don't try to be extra patient. And yeah, one thing I've learned is maybe wait for more confirmation into that confluence, more like body, like if it's equilibrium, like fully like retrace and hit it, not just a wick. But either way, if we did, we got it stopped out. And yeah, our trade idea was wrong. We live and we learn, move on. It's just a trade. So what? Yeah, risk management on point. Everything's on point, and gotta move on, lock in, all that. Anything else I'm forgetting? Took it on NQ because ES was the lagging index. NQ was, or what did I just say? Forget what I just said, but NQ was the lagging index. And yeah, if we were to take it on ES, where would I? I mean, same deal. Oh yeah, and we didn't even hit equilibrium on the. We didn't even at this point. If this trade's end up in our favor, I'm gonna be more happy because the overall my execution, my entry wasn't right, but the whole idea was correct. Take profits were based on Fibonacci tool, honestly, but I really didn't draw out the lines because as soon as we entered, we were in drawdown, and maybe if price ended up coming back, we would have marked our TPs out, but I would have just had TP1 right here, TP2 right here, and then 3 right here, and then this line right here is actually a 50% 50% of this hourly fair value gap. And that was just going to be a runner if price ended up going our way. So TP1 would have took 3 off right here. And we would have had only 2 actually runners left. So maybe TP1 and TP2 at that hourly 50% mark gap. But, you know, that's it on the trade recap. Pretty sure I got everything that I wanted to. But literally my strategy, man. We were let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the executions. Mad annoying. It's in the way. But we were respecting this gap up until we got stopped out. Really good. And yeah, bro. That's the losses you're gonna take. I was telling myself I accept the risk. It's kind of far, or it's kind of close. I accept the risk. I expect to lose this trade because I don't want to have expectations, like high expectations of us winning and then it not getting fulfilled. Like I said yesterday in the last recap, emotional pain is based on unfulfilled expectations. And reading Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas, fire book. And yeah, we live and we learn, we move on. Sorry, physics, if I let you down, but I'm not going to have fear when my setup presents itself. And yeah, I execute. I don't have fear. I don't have overconfidence. And we move on, baby. On to the next. Tomorrow's Friday. No news, really. Just this one that I don't really care about. And yeah, I'm trying to get 1% better every day, and I think I did today as well. 1% better every single day. That's how we do it. Goodbye. God bless.